is Rónán Mills, and I suspect I've been living with bronchiectasis for most of my life, but there was a long delay in terms of getting that diagnosis. I was probably conflicted about it. You kind of hoping against hope that you're a relatively healthy person. I take very seriously communicating with the medical professionals in my life to make sure that how I'm managing my condition is scientific or scientifically based, but it is um, but no matter what is there in the literature or, doctors, physios, experience with other people and everything, it is very individual, and it is down to my experience and my symptoms and how, and that can be different for other people. It's a daily practice, and sometimes it feels a little bit more overwhelming and challenging than on other days. You get into a routine with lots of stuff like the prescriptions and medications that you have on a daily basis, but then there's like the daily respiratory or chest clearances that I do, and I use apps to remind me about that, and I have guidelines that I've taken from respiratory physios before, and I try to keep on top of kind of how that is, because it's a developing field as well, and so they're kind of trying to come up with new ways of managing things, and standard stuff like um, sleep is forefront of my mind. Because I have young kids, so that's a challenge. It's a particular challenge at the moment. But things like exercise and diet and um, looking after yourself, like keeping hydrated throughout the day, and things like those. In the wake when we've thankfully come out of the uh, coronavirus pandemic and everything. But I would have to say that kind of like raised my awareness levels of hygiene around people with colds and sniffles and flus and that. And I think that can be beneficial as well. The top one is the sputum. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I produce a large amount on a daily basis anyway, even when I'm well. So it's there and it's hard to avoid monitoring the quality and quantity of it. But when that changes in quality and quantity, I know that's an indication that I've come to think about the infections as almost there constantly, and that means that they might be getting an edge on me. And if I get a temperature or something like that, that I know that like something far more active is required, and I might reach out to somebody. On exertion, you might hear like crackles or something in your chest, or those little symptoms, with your chest or lungs, are definitely those indicators to me that I need to double down, or I need to change and upgrade or seek some more support from other people who help. When you're in the depths of it, like anybody would be when you're feeling ill, you kind of feel like, oh, this is going to go on forever. This is, you kind of like, when you've gone through that a few times, you kind of realize that you might come out the other end again, and what you can do to help yourself come out the other end of it a little bit quicker. Now I feel that I don't want bronchiectasis, but I feel a bit better equipped to have some effect on that trajectory, so that it's a little bit more similar to everybody else, and so I don't feel as alone. So I feel a bit better equipped, and I feel a bit more normal, if you want to call it that. There's an onus or a message there around taking your time with trying to get to know it and getting to know yourself a little bit better so that you can combat it and everything, you know. It's that a balanced view of things, you know, that I would try to be, that it kind of comes back to.